I'm Flat Black of Flat Black OD, and this is Flat Black Politics. I have a very special treat today. I have an interview with the Queen. Now, this was taken 1 year after Biden took office. And I have to warn you, she says some things that might offend, but she makes a valid point. All right, without further ado, here's the Queen.
Why, yes! Philip collided with a Kia minivan carrying 2 women and a baby. They say he flipped on his side, ending up in the ditch. But I beg to differ. Philip put the roll in Land Rover. He rode that Rover into the ditch, 97 years old, not a scratch. Thank God everyone came out of that incident unscathed.
Oh man, I remember that. So it's so crazy nobody got hurt. But Beth, let me ask you about President Trump and President Biden. Both men, and which one did you like the best? Starting with Trump.
Oh my, yes, Trump! Trump! A real man's man. I mean, look at all of his accomplishments. The Abraham Accord and, you should have seen the looks on their faces at the UN when he told them that they had to pay their fair share. Priceless! But my, oh my, he loved to embellish.
Yeah, I heard you really like Trump, but what about Biden?
He's a bloody wanker, spineless faggot lover who's selling out all of America for a few pence, and his cowardly crackhead son, Hunter, with the whole world watching.
Dang. I mean, I guess, but dang it. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any kind of way, Your Highness, but I don't think we can say faggot on this media platform.
Flat!
Yes, Your Highness?
Flat!
Yes, anything, Your Highness.
Grow a pair! You have a bunch of faggots sacrificing your children to their transgender god, and you're trying not to offend? Grow a pair! I'm out!
I mean, she's got a point, and that's the Queen. That was an interview with the Queen 1 year after President Joe Biden took office. And the ending was totally unexpected, but in my defense, on April 14, 2011, superstar Kobe Bryant was fined $100,000 for calling a referee a faggot. Now, I believe the Queen had unlimited money. God rest her soul. But I didn't have that kind of money back then, and I don't have that kind of money now. But what she said got me thinking about the homosexuals who took our sympathy and tolerance. They are now stabbing us in the back, corrupting children from ages 5 and up in our public schools, shutting Christian churches, organizations, and businesses down because President Joe Biden gave them the power through executive order. These demons and everyone associated with President Joe Biden are standing before God and trying to pervert and destroy everything God has created. Now, I'm not asking you to believe in God, even though it would be beneficial, in my opinion. I'm just asking you to recognize demons and not vote for them. So try and understand these 3 narratives. This is President Joe Biden's poster child for America and our public schools. This very sick individual is a shop teacher in Canada. The school condones it. Parents and students are protesting it. Now, my pronouns are freak, queer, and faggot. Anything goes at this point, and what are they going to say to me? Second narrative, Crispus Attucks was the very first man killed in the American Revolutionary War on March 5th, 1770. An American of African and Native American descent. Daniel Huff, a U.S. soldier who became the first man to die in the American Civil War. His death was accidental. April 14, 1861. Now, where am I going with this? Let me show you the reasons for the very first casualty of President Joe Biden and the Democrats' attempt at civil war.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Will come from Republicans. It's not the extremists that we're dealing with every single day. We've got to kill and confront that movement.
Kayler Ellingson died on September 18th, 2022. The first casualty of President Joe Biden's attempt at civil war. And believe me, all the big names are going to come out to support this one. The Clintons, the Obamas, promoting this war. If there is a war, many people will die, but they might not have to go to jail. There is talk of treason on high in Washington, D.C. And last but not least, Mark Huck, the founder and co-president of the Kingsmen, a Catholic men's ministry. Did I say a Catholic men's ministry? He is a vocal anti-pornography and anti-abortion activist in the Philadelphia region. The public is saying the FBI should immediately answer for its raid using a 25 to 30 person SWAT team with guns drawn. The FBI denies eyewitness reports, saying they are inaccurate. Mark Huck, a pro-life father of 7, was arrested at his home for pushing a man in front of an abortion clinic protecting his 12-year-old son. Let me get this straight. A man pushes another man in front of an abortion clinic. President Joe Biden has Merrick Garland send the FBI to attack the Catholic Church this close to a midterm election. Now, the president has to know something we don't know, because nobody's that stupid. Let me refresh your memory with the FBI and the DOJ. They sent a letter to Dr. Martin Luther King urging him to commit suicide, or they would reveal the dirt they had on him. This is what we're dealing with Joe Biden.